Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. I'm Adam. Episode 47 of Saturday Night Special. So we got a couple shop updates for you. I've got some viewer mail this week, and we've got some new projects that I'm getting ready to start on here. So I wanted to share all that with you this week. We'll just kind of start off by the shop projects. I feel like I've been lacking a little bit in the good machining department of videos there on YouTube, so ready to start some of these projects I've been wanting to do and make some good video out of them and put them up. Some of them is going to involve some heavy machining and some fabrication work, that kind of stuff. So this one particular project that I was about to start led into another project that I had to do first, and that's going to involve the Monarch lathe down there. I'm going to do something. I got to make a modification down there to adapt something, and I've already started this project, but I think I want to put those videos alone, a separate video, probably 2 parts, and as well as the other big project. It's going to be a multi-part series. Probably going to take a little while to build it, but it'll be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. So I've got a couple other things that I can share in this week's S&S as far as machining content, projects, that kind of stuff. So we'll get some of those put in there for you. And I don't know how I'm going to do this format yet, but I thought about doing part 1 viewer mail and part 2 machine work, that kind of stuff, shop related stuff. I've been getting a lot of viewer mail lately, which is always really cool, very nice, but I got a lot of stuff down here to go through, which takes a lot of time in the video. So I may make 2 parts, as I said, 1 viewer mail and another one machining. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of nice stuff in, and some of them boxes are full of all kind of things that just takes a little while to go through. And I always want to give the proper thanks to the guys on the video. That's one of the reasons why they like sending stuff, and it's just fun. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, we got lots of viewer mail to share with you, and wanted to point out a couple more things. If you'll look behind me there, one thing I failed to mention a few weeks ago is that I've got a new air conditioner installed over there. That's why it was painted, but I had to redo all the studs and the plywood, and I went with 3/4 plywood because the other piece wouldn't work anyway. So we've got a new air conditioner going over there, and it does have heat, so I've been using it whenever it's cool, and it works pretty good. So, and then another thing that I'll point out is that I redid my pegboard over there, and I worked on that last Sunday. Some of the tools that you'll see that was given to me, I wanted to go ahead and finally try to get them organized and hung up on the wall so that they were more readily available there. And plus my pegboard, I built that pegboard probably when I was 19 or 20 years old, and it's just been a catch-all, just a bunch of different things just hanging up there, and I haven't been happy with it ever since. So I went ahead and took everything down, redid it, and now I've got all of my good tools over there hanging on the wall. I got a wrench set. I've got some of my big tap wrenches over there, some of my pipe wrenches, my heel bars, pry bars, and other things. So didn't really want to go into full detail about all that, nothing too exciting, but hopefully that looks better in the background now. So anyway, that was a couple updates that I wanted to share with you. And then another real quick is this is some of my flea market stuff that I got last week. Got a couple trays, and this looks like a bartender's tray, and this is a food tray. I got another one that's down here that's red. It's like this one here. So I was able to get 3 trays that I can use and join the food tray club of YouTube here. So I have something to put the goods on whenever I'm pouring some of the stuff out. So anyway, I got 3 trays. I paid $2 for all of them. So thought I would share that. I also got some stainless steel pans, like the buffet style pans, and I put them up over there, but useful around the shop for different things. And so also, one other thing I failed to mention last week is I had a shop guest here, and that was Ryan Washala from Illinois. On YouTube, he is known as IL Gopher, and he is sending viewer mail to me and as well as many other guys. But he was down here for vacation for a week in the Pensacola area, doing some photography. So he came by and seen me and visited with me for a while, showed him the shop, and he hung out. He's a really nice guy, and he really enjoyed being able to come in here and put his hand on the Victor, as he says. He went over and wanted to touch the Victor lathe. So anyway, Ron, that was great to get to hang out with you and visit, and I appreciate you doing that. And I got a picture that I took of us so you can see, and I'll throw that up there. But anyway, IL Gopher, Ryan, again, it was nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. So I believe that's all of the updates I wanted to give you. Oh no, there was one more. I'm sorry. The hydraulic videos, had a few people asking me about that. We are still working on the hydraulic videos, and it's been delayed longer than what I thought it was going to be. Our schedules just haven't been really working out for both of us to be able to work on the videos together. But we have plans to start working on them again next week. Hopefully next Monday night we'll start on the second one again, and hopefully you'll have a new hydraulic video uploaded next week to watch. So that's our plan, but don't hold us to it. Something may come up, we may not be able to work on it. So but we're trying, and I think that's about it. So we'll go ahead and get some viewer mail and be on the lookout for some more shop projects in this week's SNS also. All right, thanks guys. All right, mail lady came, dropped off a box. While I was doing I was working on the aluminum grass catcher job, she snuck by and dropped it off there at the door. So this is from our friend Stan out at Barzy Industrial out in California, Altaloma, California. So he told me he was sending me something here, and I know of a couple things that are probably in this box, and I wanted to point out that we do have a little bit of damage on the box. You see there's one side that's ripped open, and look at the bottom right there. Look at that big old gaping hole in there. So I can see that Stan, as usual, has got everything wrapped up in that plastic wrap, so that was really cool. So you guys just keep in mind, you send packages to other people and through the mail, do the best you can on packaging this stuff. Like I really enjoyed that box that, who was it that sent that? Bob. He wrapped the whole box in that Gorilla Tape, man. That's going to be a sure thing that it ain't going to pop a hole in it like that. So anyway, let's just go ahead and open this up on camera and see what Stan sent. We don't have to do very much here because it's already half ripped open. Look at that. I mean, just a little more, we would have lost the contents there. So I'm glad it made it, Stan. All right. We got some of his world famous decimal charts here. Man, there's a bunch of them down in there. All right, pull it so you can see it here. Package, 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 another package. Dang, Stan, how many did you send? Got a box full of goodies. All right, there's another decimal chart. And we got some business cards here for Stan. There's one for, okay, that's the same one. So we got a few of his business cards, and he's got his new sponsor for Anchor Lube on the back of his business card there. That's very cool that he got a nice sponsor there for his work and his channel from Anchor Lube. Okay, I think that's the bottom of the barrel. So got a bunch of stuff to open up. Let's go ahead and look at this stuff here first. So we've got we got a note here too. We've got 4 of his decimal charts, and I believe he created these himself. Let me get it so that there's not a glare on it. And he's been sending these guys out to everybody that he's been sending mail to. And that's his funny little chart that he made there. If you have a part that is broken or missing on a machine, and it, you know, goes into the yes and no. That's pretty funny stuff right there. Okay, and we got a couple more. So pretty neat. Thank you, Stan. Now let's see what you say. Hey Adam, hope these hand tools help get your set back in order. The anchor lube is for you, your use around the shop. I sent some extra for you to share with Gil. I also included some extra charts to share with your machining buddies. All right. So Gil's supposed to be coming over this weekend to grab his drills from Keith Rucker. So we'll make sure that Gil gets a chart, one of each there, and I'm sure he'll like that. Very cool. So let's go ahead and get some of the packages here and see what Stan sent. Okay. Got one of the little tubs of the anchor lube. Okay. Very nice. I like this little jug right here, the 8-ounce jug of it. And I think he got another one here. Let's look. Nope, we got some of the little small sample bottles. 4 of those. And we got the big bottle of the anchor lube. Lifetime supply, man. All right, so there's the all of the anchor lube samples. So we'll make sure we pass some of these out, let some other guys try it. And I believe that, and Stan's talked about this, visit anchorlube.com for a free sample. And I believe if you go there and probably fill out some data, they will send you one of these little bottles here to try. And I've still got one here that Ben Zentner sent me, and I haven't ever even tried it yet. It's just been sitting up here, so we're definitely going to have to try this stuff out and see if we can find some machining applications where this anchor lube might benefit us. You know, I'm really kind of stuck on my dark cutting oil, but I always like to try new products also. All right, so let's check this stuff out. Got some wrenches here. These are made by SK Wayne. I believe it's a full set, up to 1 inch. Very cool. So we've got a full set. Well, so far right here, let's see, we've got from 5/8 up to 1 inch. So Stan had emailed me after the incident and said that he had an old set of SK wrenches that he didn't want anymore, and asked me would I like them, and or he said that he would like to send them to me. So that's what he's done. And I believe we have a few more here. Let's look and see. Okay, this is a socket set. We've got a set of sockets, 3/8 drive. These are Craftsman right here. These are some metric sockets. All right, nice. Yeah, now I can see the Craftsman here on the label. Looks like something he's had for a while and put a lot of use on. All right, one more package here. All right, got a few more wrenches. All right, these are some Craftsman metric wrenches. All right, so we've got a 10, 12, there's an 11, and a 13. all wrenches that I had in my sets before they got stolen from me. I had 2 nice Craftsman set of wrenches that even had the packs of the really small wrenches, and they went all the way up to 1 1/4 inch, I believe. Both standard and metric. So those got toted out of here. So I've got, you know, I've got a few old wrenches, stuff that's just been floating around for a while, like a hodgepodge of just random tools. So, all right, Stan, very nice, man. I really appreciate it, buddy. Nice set of wrenches, good quality stuff, and you've I think you've got a lot of time on these things right here. They're well worn in, so, and the sockets, everything's really cool, man. Thank you so much for all of the anchor lube. I'm looking forward to trying that out, and we'll have some, I'll hang these. I'll probably see about putting these wrenches over here on the wall, so I've got them out and where I can use them. So if you haven't watched Stan's channel, go check him out. It is Shaden HKW, and he does lots of cool stuff on his channel. Great machine work, and does a lot of industrial work, and he shows that in his videos. And he's now been getting the anchor lube and been testing that out on different jobs. So check him out, and thank you very much, Stan. I really appreciate it, man. Got some more mail in today.
Yeah.
This is from Tom Lipton, and he said he had something in there for Elena also.
Yes.
She finally gets a prize.
I love prizes.
So we'll go ahead and open her up.
And Adam gets mail every day.
Not every day.
Every day.
No, not every day.
I never get prizes.
So he said that he put something in there for Elena, so we'll open it up on cam and see. I don't even know what Tom sent me. So let's check it out.
We have a very good mail lady though. She's very nice.
She's just getting tired of toting boxes up to
Yeah, she doesn't care for you much, but she likes me.
All right.
Okay. Is that a box in a box?
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Another box in a box.
Is there any bubble wrap for me?
I don't know. So far it's just foam.
No bubble wrap. Epic fail.
All right, another box. At least it's not a metal box in another metal box. That's what somebody sent Tom.
A metal box in a metal box.
Yep, he had to cut both of them open. Okay.
Is that bubble wrap? Is that my prize? Bubble wrap.
Let's see.
Yes, it's a big kind too.
Oh, check it out. No bozos. The classic no bozo sticker. That's gonna go well around here. It's awesome. No bozos. Okay, well, this is probably something for me. I'd imagine it's kind of heavy. Let's see if he.
Oh! Give it to me.
You want a knife?
Yes.
There's your knife.
Sounds like a VHS tape.
Got some other goodies in here. We'll let you open yours up, and I'll go through mine.
Non-boring stuff for Elena.
Oh, check it out.
No. Oh, it's got my name on it. That is freaking cool. Thank you.
Some nooks.
That's like good sort of nuts.
So you can put your name in somebody's face, huh?
It works. Oh my God! I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
beat you up.
You know what I think it is? It's made on a 3D printer.
Yeah, it's cool.
Done on a 3D printer.
Oh my God, this is so. Oh, here it is. Thank you so much. This is awesome.
They don't quite fit my fingers. And we got the black one there.
What?
There's another one there.
Oh my god. I gotta do stuff with these.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Non-boring. It's not boring at all. Look at us cut out in the foam and everything.
It's not as boring as my stuff, is it?
Your stuff is really boring. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm already thinking of things to do with it. I could hang one of them on the Christmas tree.
Use it as an ornament. Huh? There you go. Well, you finally got a prize.
I love prizes.
Well, make sure you tell Tom thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
All right.
Now give me that big bubble wrap.
There's no bubble wrap. There's a little bit right here.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say you don't like my stuff, so I was going to go into mine later.
You can go into the deets on yours. Corn nuts, son!
Got some corn nuts and what's that?
5 hour energy.
5 hour energy. That's always useful. All right, there's your bubble wrap. There's your other surprise. I don't think there's any more in here, so we got there's a little note right here. I might cut into this first and see what he's got on his note.
It's my favorite. I love the big ones.
The big ones.
Well, the little ones aren't as satisfying with the noise. And some, like, that's a good pop. Oh, I needed this after the day I just had. Oh. Stress relieving. Okay, babe.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go in.
Okay. All right, I'm going to open up the rest of my prizes.
Deuces.
See you later.
I'm gonna knock you to wake you up.
Okay.
I should put ink on it and then do it on your forehead.
Don't do that.
I'm going to.
Payback's your hell.
No.
I'm going to go into my tools.
All right, go ahead.
So you've already seen us open Tom's box and what Tom had sent Elena. And so this is the rest of the stuff that was in the box that come from Tom Lipton and also Rick J. So I believe all of this stuff here was stuff that was sent from Rick, and I already took it out and I had filmed it, but it was taking way too long, so I wanted to just reshoot it. And so this is all of it here. Now these tool holders here, I can't remember now, Tom, if that was you that sent me these or if that was Rick, but there's 3 of them actually in total. Here's another one right here, another big unused big boy tool holder. This is a Teledyne. Now, I believe those other 2 are Teledyne also, but so Rick had sent a bunch of these. These are all carbide tools right here. There's a few carbide burrs. This is a long one right here, probably like a 6-inch solid carbide with a ball on the end. And these are actually very useful. I've used them to split brass bushings out of a housing. Go in there and grind it and split it, and you knock a bushing out. And I don't have any more of those, so that's really nice right there. There's some other smaller carbide burrs in here. We've got some carbide drills. This is like a parabolic carbide drill right here, and there's a few of those in here. There's some carbide drills, solid carbide drills, all unused. Some really tiny carbide burrs here with like a 1/8 shank. Here's another one here. You see it's got the I believe that's a 1/8 shank with a little tiny ball on the end for doing some fine work there. All right, got a couple round stones, some honing sticks there. I know that these were from Rick also. These are some brass bolts. They look like they've been fully machined. Just some different style there. He also gave Tom some of these, so those would be nice. I've got a bin there with some brass bolts, so I'll put them with those. And these big boy tool holders right here. These use these square inserts, and there's a pack of the inserts right here, some carbaloy. All right, and then we've also got a number 5 Morse taper dead center that's actually in good shape, just needs a little polishing on the OD here. And these are actually great also for indicating between centers. You can put the point into a hole or a punch mark and put your live center there and indicate the OD of this while you're spinning the chuck and get your part trued up. But I don't have a use for a number 5 Morse taper here. but that's what it'll be used for, is that whenever I need a center to indicate with, something like that. And Tom also sent me this. This is a big, like a big face mill, made by Union Butterfield, I believe. It says Butterfield on it. The cutters need to have a regrind, so, and there's plenty to grind there, so I would like to remove these and send these to a grinding shop and have them regrind these, and eventually either find a holder or build some kind of holder or adapter so that we can use this in the K&T mill. That'd be a nice heavy duty facing mill for milling big slabs of metal. And some 5-hour energy that Tom threw in there. And he had some corn nuts in there too, but the corn nuts are already gone, Tom. I already ate those. And this was taped on the box also with the face mill. I believe that's some kind of key for using on that face mill right here. So that is all the goodies from Tom Lipton and Rick J. And by the way, Rick, I hope that that video I made of the Monarch helped you out there understanding what the missing shaft was for. And thank you for the goods. Thank you, Tom, for the goods. I appreciate it. All right, so our next box comes from James Green. He's known as Eagle Dust Off 37 on YouTube. Check out his channel. He's a cool dude. Me and him are good buddies. And he has sent me what I would call a machinist survival kit. Just all kind of good stuff in here, just some randomness and a lot of nice stuff. Pack of razors for your razor knife there, and right on top here we've got some really nice brooches. We've got a 6mm brooch, and it's got the shims in it, and then we have a 10mm brooch here that's not included with the shims or anything, but you know, these are, you go buy one of these, it's like $100 for one of these things right here. So those are really nice. Thank you, James. All right, we got some chemical protective gloves, and actually these are nice because I've been wanting to buy some to use in my parts cleaner. So that's great, James. Thank you for those. We got some ponchos for the rainy days when we're outside having to work. That's some ponchos there. Got some filters, great for grinding and painting and sanding and all that kind of stuff. Got some welding goggles, even flip up. What do you think? So we got some welding specs right there, and then even got some of this nylon string here, this flat rope. And you know, as random as this might be, I can't tell you how many times I needed a little piece of rope or string or something around here for something, and I never have any, so that'll be nice to have right there. All right, it just keeps going. We got a box of pins, got a deck of cards. All right, got one of these little pull string deals. All right, we got some Greenfield taps, 25/64. Looks like there's about 6 of them in there that are all new, split point. All right, and there's several packs of these SGS, or SGS burrs, little carbide burrs, and these are for use your 1/8 collet in your little air grinders, and I believe we've got 15 of these things. Yep, we've got 15 of them. 2 different styles there. One is bigger, and I'm sorry, there's 3 different sizes. Okay, so we got 3 different size carbide burrs. So there's plenty of those to share with some of the other guys right there. All right, we got a bag full of taps here. All good. I've already looked at them. They're all in good shape. Nice tap right here. This is a 1 inch. It looks like it's been cut off and reground there on the end. A 1 8" tap. Got another nice brand new tap right here. This is a 3/4 tin. All right. Got a few grinding wheels right here. All right. Then we have some. Got got some little paint brushes and some brass brushes right here. Okay. All right, and then we're getting into what me and James had actually was doing, getting ready to do the horse trading on. So James has got a whole bucket of these old style Armstrong wrenches. I believe Armstrong, Williams, Billings, several different brands. So I told him these I use all the time on my Armstrong holders, and there was a few sizes that I was missing. Like this is a 7/16 right here, and this is another half. And he has thrown in a few of these different size wrenches that I was missing, like that. That's a Williams. These are for your tool holders, and then the other side would have been used for like your lantern bolt for the lantern tool holders. So there's a few of those in here. There's another, that's for a hex head right there. This is a Williams wrench here. And then there's several. He threw in a few of these also. Just old classic style wrenches. Ox weld. Alright, there's another, that's a Billings right there. Alright, and we got one more. And there's a Fairmount. Okay. So we got a bunch of wrenches. And some of these will fit the tool holders, and then that was part of the deal is he wanted to do a little horse trading. I'm going to send him a few of those Armstrong type tool holders and maybe even a lantern tool post. I've got quite a few established and put away. So James, thank you for the wrenches. These are great. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the Machinist survival kit right here. We'll have to dig you out some holders and send them your way. Thanks, buddy. All right, so the last one up on the lineup right here is this comes from Charles Franks, and he's from Meridian, Idaho. And he sent me an email and showed me something. He said, I'd like to send this to you. I got one stipulation: you've got to actually use it. He wants to see me use it. So I told him, deal. What we got here is a nice A-bomb size drill bit, 2 5/8 with a number 4 Morse taper shank here. So I can use this in my lathes here. It's in really good shape, and I believe it's been reground. I mean, it looks like a new grind on there, but it could have been used with a and reground. So it's got a perfect grind on it, and it's in real good shape. So thank you, Charles. I'll definitely use it, and I think what I'll do is the next time I got a roller to build, which should be coming up I believe in January, we'll whenever I go to drill the center hole, we'll use it for that. And of course any other project I got to put a big hole in there, we'll pull it out and use it. All right, thank you for the drill bit, man. This is awesome. I really appreciate it. Okay.